Hello, everyone. Diana Rankin here for the November predictions that what Phillip, my spirit guide, will be telling us. Hello, Sheila. It is so good to see you. And I love what you say. November predictions. I am curious, bumpy road, or exciting times, or both. Well, I'm going to say both. And I think a lot of it has to do with how we look at it. Some people love the bumps and excitement of roller coasters. Others do not. So let's look at those bumpy roads as maybe just a fun roller coaster. I always go on the children's roller coaster, not the adult. But there was a time when I was younger that now if I'm with somebody younger, little kids, I'll go on the children's. That's it. Sheila, thank you. She says, you're looking sharp, Diana. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's probably the lack of sleep. Well, hello, my friend Akila. And she says, hello, everyone. Sheila's coming in from Amsterdam. If you're joining us live, please come on and tell us where you're from. And this is Piper. I think most of you know Piper. She just got back in her little bed there and she's going to take a nap. She was kind of sitting a little bit closer to me and behind me thinking maybe I drop a treat or something her way, but she's had enough treats today. Hello, Juliet. She says, hello, Juliet Tanner's coming on, and she says, hello, everyone. And Rhonda, hello. Hi, Diana. Good to see you. Boy, this is exciting to see some old friends and some new friends. And Sherry is hello, everyone. I am watching in Tyler, Texas. Sherry, welcome. I don't know where Tyler, Texas is. I know where Texas is, but not Tyler. Not been there. And Awakening with Susan. Hello, she says, hi, Diana and Light Weavers. And yes, all of you who are listening, if you can hear the sound of my voice, you are a light worker without any doubt. You are a master in training. And you are so needed. And we're going to get to that because I want to read Phillip's predictions here. I just want to give those of you who are joining us live a chance to come on and say hello. And if you like, to tell us where you're from. And Sherry, I've been through Texas. I've been through the Panhandle. I've been in Dallas a few times. It's been some time since I've been in Texas, but certainly you're holding the light down there. Well, also, in addition to, and Juliet says, Sheila, if you don't mind answering, are you from the Netherlands or are you just living there now? And Sherry says, near the corner of Louisiana and Arkansas, very piney woods here. That is beautiful. Yes, that I've been through that area, and you're right. It is very piney woods, but very absolutely beautiful. And Awakening with Susan says Rhode Island here. Well, I will tell you here in rural Ohio, where I am, I don't think you can see the leaves raining down. I live in a woods, so not a piney woods, plenty of oak and maple and hickory trees, etc. And believe me, and what black walnut trees, the black walnuts are falling. And if you've never seen a black walnut, they're about this big, and when they fall on you, they really hurt because it's the shell. It's like a little baseball falling on you or something, a little bit smaller than that. And Akila says she's near Atlanta, Georgia, which I think it's probably a lot warmer there. Right now, we're having weather in the 70s, even high 70s and mid to high 70s. Today, I think it's not going to reach 70, but then we're going to go down into the 20s with highs in the 40s before next week is over. So we're enjoying this. And Sheila says, Juliet, hi, I am from the Netherlands. And some of Awakening with Susan says 73 here. Oh, well, that's pretty nice. Rhode Island, 73. Yeah, I'd take that one. And like us, though, I think you're probably going to get the freeze coming in. Okay, my friends, so good to see you and be able to chit chat for a few moments with you. We will get a message from one of my books, The Master's Book of Answers. And yes, it's available through my website or just go straight to Amazon. And this is an oracle book. We just kind of open to any page and we will get our message for the month. And this is so exciting. And Juliet says, wonderful. I used to live there long ago. And Diana, do not attempt to read this. Then she's speaking the Amsterdam language. You're right. I'm not going to attempt to read that. I will let Juliet and Sheila. I started to say Sherry, but I will let Juliet and Sheila talk about that one. That's kind of exciting, isn't it, Juliet, and Sheila, to know that you used to live in Amsterdam, and I know Juliet lives in the U.S. now, and defines a sisterhood, because we're a community here, a sisterhood and a brotherhood, and I know many of you. And Judy joins us, and Sheila is replying back to Juliet, laughing in what is that, Dutch? Help me out, girls. I'm sorry. I am showing my ignorance here. So I like to do that occasionally, just so you won't think I'm perfect. And I know you all believe I'm perfect, right? Piper will tell you differently if you do believe that. Judy says, hi from London. Hello, Judy. Good to see you. And she sends love here too. We're getting lots of love. And Juliet says, yes, Dutch. I sent her heartfelt greetings. Oh, well, great. Good. Thank you. And Sheila says, yes, we speak Dutch. Thank you. That's what I was thinking. It's kind of nice to know. I didn't know that before. I was pulling that out of, I'm not sure where. Maybe Phillip was telling me. So forgive me for not being more sure of that. Again, I know you all think I'm perfect. And I have to prove to you occasionally I'm not, and just did my best to do that. All right, here we go. We will get a message from one of my books. I think I just told you this, Phillip. It's an Oracle book, so we just open to any page and get our message for the month. But first, I was going to say I'm going to stop talking to you and read the messages, but I'm having too much fun. Oh, Mike. Mike just came on with us and he said, you are perfect. You know, Mike, thank you. I always say we are perfect in our imperfections. And so all of you, we just accept that. We are perfect in our imperfections. I love you all so much. Thank you. All right, here's what Phillip says for November. And he does give all of us an assignment because, if you are listening to this, you are a master's in training. And Susan says, Awakening with Susan says, perfectly imperfect. Yes. Here we go. Good one. Perfectly imperfect. All right. Little tough to hear some of this up front, but as we get through it, Phillip always gives us better news at the end and helps us, tells us what we need to do. So we do have an assignment this month. By the way, I think most of you have already listened to last Friday's message, which is about, the question was, is this the end of the world or is this the beginning of World War III? Please listen to that, because there again, you have homework. Can't help myself. I used to teach at a university. I've still got that teacher in me, don't I? All right, Phillip's predictions for November. And I think you all know Phillip's my spirit guide. Turmoil around the world will escalate this month. It is a month to turn fears and angers into actions of love. What do we mean by this? Use the power of love to change the world. This is done by an act or acts of kindness. For example, think about the stories that you remember. They are the stories that touch your heart. They are the stories of a dog rescued after being abandoned, or the stories of the doctor tirelessly helping war victims, or someone reaching out to hug a stranger after a hurricane. This is not to say do not speak out, but when you speak out in anger, you're only heard and met by anger. Speak up, speak out in the strength of love. This is not a quiet voice. It is the voice of wisdom, the voice of facts and research, the persistent voice that will be heard over those who shout. In the US, the tides are turning. What has seemed to take forever will appear to move faster this month. That really surprised me, and it's kind of like the tides are turning. I hope they're going in the direction of more kindness and openness and acceptance. And the reason I say that is because the House elected a speaker finally after what, 3 weeks or something, 17 days or something like that, with no speaker, because they ousted the last speaker. And this new speaker has me as a human quite concerned. So we have to really send this being love and some guidance. All right. So I hope Philip is saying that that's only temporary and we are flipping things to greater love and acceptance of all beings. Here we go. This may make it difficult to keep up. Do your best. You must be aware of your own energy and energetic levels. Absorb and listen to what you can. Take action where you can. But you must put your rest and physical and emotional health first. We caution you to care for self. This is a month that will be quite active in those areas that drain humans with overload. This is also a month where intuition will be most helpful for those who trust their inner voice. We strongly urge all to listen to their inner voice this month. And I want to say again, if you're listening to me, your inner voice is strong. It's just a matter of developing it. Hello, my friend. Let me see if I can remember how to say your name. Jacaranda, am I saying that correctly? Marie, Jacaranda Marie, made your live finally. Yes, glad to have you back. Thank you. And then we go on, and she says, yes, I said it right. Yay, I remembered it. Okay, Philip goes on to say, we will not predict major disasters. We will say coastal areas are going to see more storms. We will also say major airports in the US and Great Britain are being closely monitored by officers in your governments. And I want to say, Sheila, that probably, although Philip doesn't say Amsterdam, and I'm including that as well, that they are being monitored. It would be most helpful to see Earth surrounded and infused by light, the light of pure spirit of love. This will be much more helpful in quelling violence than your anger. We suggest you practice this meditation every day for 60 seconds, 1 minute of your time. So for 1 minute every day, if you will see the world in loving light and just see that light surrounded the earth and infused into the earth. And then also Philip suggests, we also suggest you say a prayer to give strength and wisdom to those in leadership positions. The U.S. government most likely will shut down until the two sides of government find an agreement. This will create more gun violence in the U.S. and as an assassination attempt against a high political figure. However, this most likely will be found out before any damage is done. So what Philip is saying there is there will be an assassination attempt. Honestly, we may not even know about it. It does look like the government will shut down, but my sense is it would be a very short shutdown. It may be even a matter of hours. I'm not getting it's going to be a great shutdown, but I could, Philip says we're going to shut down the government. We'll see. For those of you outside the U.S., that has to do with the House and it has to do with the budget. And other demands of the House. I want to say the right wing wants this, and the left wing wants this, and the moderates want this. And right now, there's not a whole lot of agreement. But it will not shut down forever. It'll be a very short shutdown if there is one. And hopefully we can avoid that. Okay. Philip goes on to say, the former U.S. president will not go to jail, but will soon be walked through a jail. Not sure what that means. This may not take place until later in the year. Okay, maybe there's another indictment that he has to walk through the jail or something. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll find out. The situation in Gaza and Ukraine do not change yet. As we have mentioned before, the Russian President Putin is quite ill. This will affect Russia's war in Ukraine, but not before the end of the month or later in the year. This is also a month when there will be much to celebrate. There will be dancing in the streets. Well, there you have, Sheila, where you were saying, lots of bumps or lots of excitement. Let your heart be not, and I don't know what we're going to be dancing in the street about or celebrating. We'll find out, won't we? Maybe the end of a war. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Okay. Let your heart be not heavy with the burdens of the world, but instead let your heart be lifted by her beauty. This is how you heal the world. See her beauty, not her strife. Speak your mind from your strength. Speak your mind from her, the earth, strength, not her weakness. This then will bring earth's beauty to those who are to see the light by leaving the darkness behind. Let me repeat that. Let your heart, this is also a month when there will be much to celebrate. There will be dancing in the streets. Let your heart be not heavy with the burdens of the world, but instead let your heart be lifted by her beauty. This is how you heal the world. See her beauty, not her strife. Speak your mind from her strength, not her weakness. This then will bring earth's beauty to those who are to see the light by leaving the darkness behind. Jacaranda says, Marie says, holding love in my heart for all. Thank you, Phillip, for this important message, and thank you, Diana, for bringing this through. Tumultuous times now, but things may need to break to regrow. Yeah, they do. They often have to break. And I always say, we heal wounds like this and try to ignore them, but they have to break open and the pus has to come out for the wound to be healed. And yes, things have to break to regrow. And we have made that flip. We are at the top of the mountain now. And so it is up to us, those of us who are holding the light, for those who haven't seen the light yet. If you're hearing my voice, you have homework. Hold the light. Our little girl just moved out of her bed. So let's get our message for this month, shall we? Here we go. Okay. I'm hearing a strong right and left, but I'm hearing right just a little bit stronger than the left. So if you heard right, that's our message for everyone for the month. If you heard left, that's a message you need to pay attention to. So on the right, it's page 263, and it says, darkness is merely a lack of light. Darkness is merely a lack of light. I love how these messages always coordinate with what we're talking about. And yes, we all hold that light. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. And that is, let's see, is that Judy or is that Wendy? MRSNW 5. I think that's Judy, but and Jakarta. I said it before. Jacaranda to Marie sends us a big smiley face with stars in the eyes. And this is perfect love, that synchronicity says, and I believe it. And it is Judy. It's me, Judy. Thank you. Wendy has very similar numbers, and so I do get you two confused. So thank you, Judy. And Awakening with Susan says, thank you so much, Phillip and Diana. All that happens now is happening for us, not to us. Yes, good way of putting it. I love that. All that is happening now is all that happens now is happening for us, not to us. Yes, we must see those in power for exactly who they are, so may choose differently. Yes. All right, if you said left, is it that you are so busy becoming that you forget you already are? Is it that you are so busy becoming that you forget you already are? And that's page 262. And for all of us, remember, our message this month is darkness is merely a lack of light. Darkness is merely a lack of light. Oh, my friends, those of you of the light of love, of pure love, whatever your religious or spiritual beliefs are, let them come from love. Let it be love. And Awakening when Susan says, perfect message. Thank you. Thank you. I love all of you so much, and it's so exciting to be able to have converse with you back and forth here. And Jakarta Marie says, amazing message. Love your book. Thank you. Thank you. And by the way, for those of you who are interested, um, there is a November Sacred Circle by Zoom. You can go to my website and click on, I think it says events or something of that nature, and find out more about Sacred Circles. I do have a free newsletter. It comes out early every Friday morning. So sign up for that. That's all on the website as well. My books are all available on Amazon.com, and you can either go to Google, go to Amazon, or just go to my website and click on the book, and it'll take you to the Amazon site or to the publisher. Honestly, I'm not sure which it takes you to. Sheila says, thank you, Diana. Thank you. Thank you. And Awakening with Susan sends us all lots of hearts, and we're sending out that energy of pure love. That's not to say we don't get angry about things. Certainly we do. But then we look at that anger and we say, how can I change this and make it stronger? Make it for love. All right, my friends. And Jacaranda Marie says, much love to you. Diana, thank you for all you do for this family of light. Thank you. Because believe me, without your input, this would be too hard for me to do. I love having a live audience. And one of my clients, long-term clients, is creating, I don't understand all the details, it's too technical, but they're creating a platform that we will have a live audience. And so I don't know how it works. It's not up and running yet, but that's coming, where we will be able to talk to each other, not just with my reading what you're saying, but hearing your voices as well. So that's coming, and we'll see what happens. I'm excited for him, and we're holding all. We're helping to heal Earth. We are doing that. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes. And honestly, I don't know that we're healing it for my generation. I think we're healing it for those of you who are younger. So we need your help, though. Thank you. I love you all. From Piper and I here at our beautiful sanctuary, Ohio, we love you. And Judy says, thank you, Diana. Thank you, Phillip. I will see you all next Friday. Thank you all. Thank you for receiving our love. Thank you for sending us all this love.